Hey guys, I'm trying to switch it up today and film in the morning. And it's mostly because I can't really fall asleep right now because of insomnia and all that. And yeah, but I'm probably gonna be talking a lot quieter than usual just because, as I've probably said for the millionth time, I don't really want other people hearing what I'm saying. But anyways. Today, well, here's a look at my room in the morning. It's pretty cozy and currently lying in bed. There's my feet. Wow, I'm retarded. Anyways, yeah, today I think I'm going to be talking about my YouTube addiction and how that is ruining my life, and more specifically about I don't know, the specifics about my YouTube addiction. And it really all began maybe right after I graduated, or I guess even during high school, because I just remember back in the day, I used to watch so much YouTube. It was, I guess, how I bonded with the friends that I had at the time, is we would watch these stupid, funny videos on YouTube, and that's kind of how I associated all these good and positive emotions with I guess, the platform or the website. And uh, I don't know if you, some examples of this are, I don't know. I remember like back in the day, one of my friends discovered that there was this Indian version of, like the Michael Jackson Thriller, video. And, I don't know, it's just the most hilarious thing ever. I just remember watching that shit in school and just laughing my ass off because of how like it's utterly retarded it was. Like how like, I don't know, it was like it's so cringy, but I mean it was funny as hell. Like um yeah, anyways, you guys should definitely look up Indian Thriller and tell me that's not the funniest shit in the world. But yeah, so back to the main topic at hand. Yeah, so basically I just from then I just got hooked on YouTube, and I've been addicted to a lot of other things in my life, including video games and anime. But more recently, especially during my NEET, I've been mostly consuming content on YouTube, and it's, I don't know, it's taking its toll on me, and I think it's a huge time sink that I've just poured in probably close to tens of thousands of hours into. And like any addiction, I guess it only takes a little bit of, I guess, the drug to, I don't know, get you high, I guess. And the high for me would be that comfy feeling you get when you're just watching, like, I don't know, whatever, like, I'll, like, yeah, whatever videos, like, pop up on your recommended feed at the time, or finding something that I guess you find genuinely interesting, and it just makes you keep um want to watch it. I'm not making any sense right now. It makes you keep wanting to watch it. And yeah, so that, like, that feeling when you're just watching, like, scrolling through videos, and then you finally, like, you find something that just makes you go like, holy shit, like, this is the most interesting thing I've ever seen, or this is really like what I want to see right now. It's kind of like TV, like you're surfing. I mean, YouTube basically is the evolution of television, except it's on a much more, like, smaller scale in terms of attention span, but a much larger scale in terms of how much, like, crap there is to watch on YouTube. And yeah, so I'm just almost chasing that high, looking for videos. And of course, like what I was saying earlier, like any addiction, like, it always starts out small, where you're just looking. Anything will pretty much make you laugh, like your basic, like, bon appetit, what are, like, food videos, or I don't know, like, what's funny, like, I remember back in the day, my Chani, I used to find that shit funny. What else, like, uh it's stuff like your basic everyday like videos like I found funny, or like, yeah, just stuff like that, like that the stuff that everybody was watching. And then like PewDiePie, I guess that's a pretty bad example because I don't really like PewDiePie, but anyways, you kind of get my point. And eventually uh, start watching like more and more like niche stuff like that's like cater to your own interests. So I guess that's like the next level of the high, I guess, or the next level of like niche content that I needed to consume to feel that same feeling of like feeling interested in stuff. So it would be stuff like I don't know, like offline TV or Korean Englishmen. And it's weird because I really had like a weird fascination or addiction to watching those videos, or like I guess channels where it showed people like having like normal everyday interactions, and like laughing together, teasing each other, and just like having friends. And I basically like just would watch this stuff like so I could basically live vicariously through them, like I would just watch these interactions and just imagine myself being there, and imagine myself having friends that I could just like be chill with and not like treat me like shit. And yeah, so there's that. And from there I just graduated to more and more niche stuff, so like documentaries and like political stuff, eventually politics. Like I've been all over the political spectrum. Like at one point I was a zeitgeister, and then I went all the way to the alt-right, and now I'm kind of back in the I guess center left, where I kind of do see the merits of both sides. But that's besides the point. I could probably make a video on that. Yeah, so I was like, I would watch like binge watch like the zeitgeist documentaries, and or like all the way to like Black Pigeon Speaks, Stefan Molyneux, and people like that. And just give me a second, I feel like someone's coming down. I gotta make sure I stop talking in case they hear me. Okay, I think it's just people upstairs. But anyways, yeah, so there's that. And by documentaries, I just watch stuff on like Japan and Korea and like places that I'm really interested in, or like I don't know, like the Vice documentaries and just random shit like that. And of course, like I'll still watch all the stuff I used to watch. But I guess like as you it's like kind of like watching like adult videos, like although I've never actually experienced this, but I've heard that people who are like really addicted to that, like they first start off watching like the plain Jane, like I don't know, like missionary, like you know what I mean. Or just like they're just in it for like the girls they find hot. But the more they watch it, like the more they go after like the freaky stuff, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like fucking like animal like bullshit or whatever, or like bondage, of that's what you call it, like the BDSM stuff. And like Vietnamese midget congenital twin like adult videos. What the hell? Okay, I hope nobody's actually watching that stuff. Or like even like snuff films. Like I guess the furthest extreme of that would be like snuff films. But I mean, God, like I'm thankful like I'm not that messed up in the head. But I mean, the whole like analogy applies here, where like I just watch weirder and weirder stuff, where now I'm like basically I'm watching like lol cow documentaries. So like Chris Chan, I guess I consider myself a Christorian. Who else? JFS Cobra, he's pretty good. All these who are people who are basically lol cows, and who are, I guess, technically, well, mostly like NEETs. And I like watching their original content. Oh yeah, and they're just hiding in my room And before, I remember when I watched Daniel's channel, I found it extremely boring and I didn't get like why anybody would want to watch it, but now I just find it just really oddly fascinating. So I guess it's to the point where like I'm exactly like that. I don't know if I can say the word, like that adult video addict who has watched so much of it that he has to like watch like the really freaky stuff just to get the same high. And that's basically me, but with like YouTube content. And yeah, so as far as my addiction goes, I pretty much spent the last like 4 hours watching like YouTube on my phone, and like it's gotten so bad that I blocked it on my computer with some like app thing that I downloaded, but I just end up watching it on my phone. So now recently, one thing I've found that has worked for me is that I got this locking case thing. I think you can see it. It's like this lock timed lock box off of Amazon, and I just lock my phone in it, and that pretty much prevents me from accessing YouTube. And I feel like when I don't have access to YouTube, like I don't know, I'm always craving it, or like I like need to get that high. I mean, it's not the YouTube I'm addicted to in reality. It's more like the dopamine at the end of the day. Like, and my brain will just chase after that dopamine hit, which is why I yeah, like I'll get it. Like if I block myself from like accessing YouTube, I'll end up like consuming sweets, like drinking sweet drinks, which I don't normally drink, like apple juice or like Coke, and eating candy, which I normally actually am pretty good about controlling myself with. And yeah, so there's that aspect of it. And but yeah, I mean, imagine if I just spent all this time on YouTube, like doing something like actually productive, or like working on my passions. Like I'd probably be like, I don't know, a little bit narcissistic of me to assume this, but I feel like if all of us, I guess, because I guess all of us have our own like individual like vices or things that we're addicted to, like, but if we could just cut those off and like put that time into stuff that we were actually passionate about or talented in, then I don't know, who knows, like people like us, or I don't know if you can relate, but like I feel like people in general, if we could cast off our addictions, we could basically become like these ascendant, like godlike beings, at least compared to people who are addicted. But the sad reality is that most of us are just addicted to whatever. For some people it's drugs, for some it's TV, for some it's, I don't know, just fucking watching YouTube videos all day. And that's just like the sad reality of it, and just all the precious time that's being wasted. And man, I'm throwing away my life, and I don't know, it's not a good feeling, obviously. And I mean, it's comfy as hell, no doubt, and I love the feeling that I get when I watch YouTube. I mean, it's so bad that even when I'm not like I need to have YouTube on in the background when I'm doing other things, and I end up like shifting my focus back and forth between YouTube and like whatever I'm doing. And it's like it's fragmenting my attention. Like my attention span is being ground into like dust, basically. Like I can only ever hold attention to something for like a few seconds at a time, and like this is probably really bad for my brain. Oh, yeah, the video cut out, but yeah, I forgot what I was saying. It's probably just really bad for my brain, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about YouTube. I wish I never discovered this stupid website. I mean, it's also designed to be addictive, where with the whole recommended feed, feeding you this information that's really not going to benefit you in the long run. But I don't know, it's so like seductive, if that makes sense. Like I guess I find it very like intellectually stimulating, and that's partly also what makes it so addictive to me, is that I don't know, it's an easy way to access all of this information, all of this media, and all of this knowledge that I otherwise wouldn't have access to had I just lived a normal life. So in that way, it's interesting, but the cost of that is that I'm losing out on all these, I guess, real life experiences that I need to develop properly as a human being because I'm so addicted to like watching YouTube and um throwing my life away on this stupid platform. Um I hope I don't get banned from YouTube. Ironically, isn't it kind of ironic that I want to become a YouTuber, but I'm basically peddling poison? Or, maybe it's really just me that has the negative relationship with YouTube. I have no idea, but obviously it's one of my vices, and yeah, so it's something I feel like I need to definitely control. And yeah, anyways, I think that's all I have to say for now. Well, let me think if I have anything else. I guess the fact that um yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm gonna end the video now because I feel like I'm out of things to say. So anyways, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you liked what you've heard or listened to or saw, if you liked the sunshine in my room, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And yeah, peace.